Good day, everyone. Welcome to the latest episode of last week's new music. And this time we have 20 songs to cover, which were released between 21st until 27th of November 2021. And yeah, the first one we have Arsy Widianto with Mencintai Hati yang tak cinta or Loving the Unrequited Love. Well, just right from the intro, you may notice the dark piano representing the another bleak teenage love story of unrequited love. It's nice. The vocal, however, sounds too in front, and the chorus is repeated 4 times. Like it's too much, and everything is okay, okay until the outro when he says with the vocal choir that kau tak peka seperti pisang, punya jantung tak punya hati, which seriously like it is a witty line. It's not appropriate. It's not suitable with the nice instrumentation he presents. Perhaps this line also this witty attitude would fit with a bass boy more with his witty persona and joking persona instead of with Arsy Widianto. And yeah, it's just such a waste. At the very end, he raps his own nice instrumentation with something like very detached from the instrumentation and from the song itself. Although I know I achieve the metaphor he tries to deliver, but it's just not necessarily in there in the very last song and emblazoned with the male choir. Okay, and next we have Utomo with Oh. Okay, material, yeah. Material is just another at the top of rap hierarchy and better than y'all and better than your average rapper, and your fake friends should not mess with me because I keep myself busy to get money. Those type of narrative on top of generic trap beat. Nothing really impressive. The songwriting is just average, without any deeper, exceptional simile, metaphor, and all personification. Just he just considers to the end rhyme, and the chorus is so irritatingly so freaking weak and shallow, especially the way he always ends the "you" rhyme. Like, yeah, I know the title is "ooh" and he wants to end everything in "you" rhyme. What? Who the hell need the soulless, purposeless, and disjointed and amusing use of "ooh" in the chorus? Like almost 5 times is mentioned in the chorus, and band's attitude in pronouncing the last bridge is perhaps inspired by K. Dot, I would say, because the image of Kendrick's Damn 2017 record emerged in my head immediately. And yeah, this song, it sticks in my mind, but not in a good way. Not in a good way, especially with the ooh, like whoa. I think yeah, this is not the song. It's not a good one. Okay. Next, we have CVX with Kibi. They released a song titled "All Is Over." Yeah. I'm. I find myself liking this track quite a bit. But there's a rainy and vocal soundscape at the intro. It's a nice little touch and distorted and glitches bass representing the abrupt tone of someone who feel exhausted in a relationship. And the vocal could be louder a little bit for me because I think yeah it's a little bit imbalanced. And I have no idea why, but the energy of this track cannot fully unleash. I have no idea yet. Well, maybe it's just my experience. I cannot fully reach the song, and there's nothing really happening with the dynamic itself. It's nice, but it doesn't really that flourishing. Okay, next we have Deepa Barus. This time he joins Afgan and Esther Geraldine to his track, and yeah, it has the energy. It has the sound, fresh and flowery. It has the groove as well. I catch a sound like a trumpet, but it's just a split a second, and it gets me keep wondering what is and what its importance to the gospel representation under it. Like it's very short, and Dipha bars unrest the typical beat sounds complex and dense. I expect the typical Dipha bars trap it, and I expect it to be somewhat surprising somewhere within the 3 minutes runtime because you know it's a nice it has the vibe. And yeah, keep it hush is about being honest to each other and to conceal the patriarchal relationship, just like Afghan's demand to fully control the love game by saying play by my rules. Isn't that quite patriarchal enough? I have no idea. No, I'm not trying to put it in the politics zone, but you distinctly notice it. Play by my rules. Like why? Why should I want to play in your rules? Next, we have Fizz with a new single titled Maju as a soundtrack of 1947 movie. Yeah, the opening raises my expectation because it sounds cinematic enough with the string arrangement, but when it is shifted into the main song, the excitement is gone away. And yeah, Bhaskara's vocal alteration to mimic the energy of Ewan Files when he was at his very stage also forced me to wonder where's the direction of this track. While the chorus is very weak and it dies down the lively facade in the first verse, and Fizz desperately induce the metal persona in the middle of the track with a whatsoever unimpressive guitar solo, the drum also remains in the same pattern. The repetitive lines thrown by Bhaskara couldn't help how amusing this track is. And yeah, if it were the menu served on my table, I would pick only the side dish and leave the main course because yeah, Fizz painstakingly concerned to the involvement of small details mentioned, just like the melodic flute and the string. I don't know whether it is a sitar or harp instead of their central sonic. So yeah, I would prefer to listen to the side dish, which is the melodic flute and string, instead of their main attraction, which is their own sonic. And next, there's Hi-Fi with Gerald Situmorang, Ivy Alyssa, and Sri Hamuraga. And yeah, the song is titled Rintik Hujan. And it feels like rain. It literally feels like rain. It is simply nice and relaxing. And I don't know, it should be the best soundtrack for you to wet yourself under the rain and just experience the rain to unleash your stress from your life. And nice painting of multi-layered guitar pickings, very nice, very sweet, but I feel the vocals are dominantly on the left for some unknown reason. I don't know, most of the vocal both from Hi-Fi and Ifi Alisa mostly comes from my left ears, but it's nice for a rain theme when you're feeling a rain season. All right, next there is Alpha. Okay, the song started Tempuh. Oh, instrumentally, it has the energy. Really, lyrically, it also has encouraging narrative. I think I don't know whether they deliberately demands to create a dim and unclear persona of its mastering issue, making us hard to fully absorb the song. Yeah, at some point it feels unclear. We barely get the energy transferred. But anyway, the drum and the guitar, they are very appealing, very nice. Give it a listen. And yeah, next we have Mucho, a newcomer in the rap industry with his single titled Outlast. Okay, he totally has no idea how to utmost the beat he has. And yeah, I suggest you not to watch the music video because it may trigger you who are struggling with suicidal tendency, because I didn't expect I didn't expect it would be too explicit because there's no warning about the explicit content, neither in the intro of the video nor um, in the video description. And even I have no track record of feeling depressed and or feeling at my lowest point in life, but I feel it quite intimidating and very triggering. And it's funny how the marketing teams lay out what the song is really about in the description. It feels like we are not allowed to interpret the song by ourselves. It's just here. There's an interpretation we make, so you can read it and just leave your interpretation alone. Just read this and believe it as the prominent, the ultimate definition to interpret this track. What the fuck? and yeah, it will be easier to merely read the description instead of listening to the weak rap flow mimicking Cardi B at some point, and weak songwriting as well, and repetitive chorus on top of the generic trap beat. And yeah, I don't know. He has the energy. He feels that he has the energy, but I think he still needs more time to precisely direct his energy towards something, you know, very impactful, or at least good, because I don't find it quite interesting. But yeah, next we have Novia Bachmid, okay, with a new single titled Tutup Hatiku, or I Close My Heart. And yeah, what this is a beautiful and a deeply emotional vocal performance by Novia on top of minimalist baroque pop. I think it's a baroque pop. The vocal is the main course in this track. It is a soulfully mellow, and silvery, and rich. Although the second and the third chorus are not as smooth as the first one, but it is due to her desire to leap her own ability in reaching higher notes. Highly notice it from the first chorus, the second one, and the third one. She goes nuts. And next, there's Rahmania Astrini with Butterfly. Yeah, it's a lovely and sugary R&B track by Rahmania. On top of a tedious instrumentation, Rahma sets her soft and smooth voice as the main melody and attention. But however, I found that her vocal is too close to my ears. It feels like he whisper in my ears, but it's not a soft whisper, but it's a loud one. But I think it's still a nice R&B track. Give it a listen. And then number 11, there's Ramandhika with You Can Have My Blanket. Okay, Ramandhika puts out a laid back track with an overtly minimalist presentation. He doesn't go wild this one. And the guitar at the intro, his dry emo delivery, and the idle distorted hyper pop bass is nice, but doesn't really that progress. And thankfully, it's only wrapped in a short track, so we will not get bored. All right, and next there's Ramengvrl with the Fake Friends. Okay, another general trap beat, I would say, and this one is by Ramengvrl with a bass presentation inspired by hyperpop direction, and she hits us with the chorus straight, and it's very unfortunate enough to hear it multiple times in the whole runtime. Her verses are short and don't present any impressive. It is clearly not her best songwriting, on not her best performance as well. Her rap flow is not really the most engaging. And next, there's a Rendy Pandugo with Honeybee. It is a sweet track with intimate feeling, both the guitar sliding as well as his vocal. And nothing really crazy about the songwriting. It's simple and naked with repetitive chorus. And yeah, I love how Rendy Pandugo shapes to reach the climax of the track. It's very nice. It's very lovely. It's a sweet track. And next, there's Ringo track, Ringo 5 with Teenage Romance. Okay, they wrapped this song in a 2000s alternative representation, and Ringo 5 proudly presents a pointless story about going mad in the weekend by drinking and doing reckless things like a moron in their teen age. And yeah, they also refer to Nirvana as their attempt to stay culturally relevant. I don't find any wowing part of this song in any particular way. There's nothing engaging. And yeah, move there's Rizky Febian with Papata. Yeah, this is the first track he released under his own label, and this pop song about feeling hollow without the presence of a lover sounds too empty for me. If the instrumentation is commonly three times for a room, or just like any average room, it feels like Risky runs out of idea to decorate it, and his vocal is simply colorless. There's no biting progression in the instrumentation field, and yeah, for the first track under his label, doesn't really that appealing. But let's see what he gets in the future. Next, satu perempat with a single title, a blom three times, blom. I don't know. Yeah, lyrically, it embraces you to strive to get out of your comfort zone and find silver lining in every event you encounter. But it is quite contradicting the way they refer the life in general, which is represented in the first verse, and they refer as well to the corrupt ruler of a nation in the second verse. So it's a little bit unclear what they are aiming in this track. And for a 4.5 minute song, it's a hard journey to get engaged until the end of the track. And okay, move. There's Seteru Sunyi with 2013. Okay, their song is titled Melihat Pelangi. Okay. Aaron's soothing voice fits perfectly to the lo-fi key with analog or vintage effect, and but they don't give any special treatment under 2013 loose and soulless flow, and so it makes it less biting more. With a repetitive line, it could be ended in under 4 minutes. It could be ended. It should be. And next, there's Shakira Jasmine with Nuka. Okay, this is a nice collaboration. It's nice. It's a sweet. It's a sincere collaboration. Where their song is titled "Meant to Be." They complete each other melodically and emotionally in delivering the romantic and blessed feeling on top of the folk presentation. While the songwriting doesn't have a strong structure, but I love the insertion of a koa to make the emotional peak and give a spiritual feeling. They blend really well, and yeah, it's just the additional of course just like the icing on their cake. It's very nice, very sweet, very lovely. Okay, and next there's a Vera Talisa with Magna Nostalgia. Okay, so she remix or re-record the original songs by Nostalgia, and her version it still has the throwback feeling, and she carefully maintains it, and you can notice it right from the intro with the scintillating chime is very 80s 90s, and nice guitar solo treatment when Vera gives her typical French spoken words, very nice. And what surprised me more is the beat shifting in the fourth minute. The sweet aesthetic alteration in the beat department is short and unexpectedly aesthetic. Like it gives you a little touch, but it leaves you a deeper impression. And it's simply stunning. Give this sweet cover a listen. This is very nice, very warm, very lovely, and very nostalgic. Okay, and the last one there's Yahya with heartbreaking song titled "Words of My Heartbreak." Heartbreak. Okay, heartbreak. Yahya managed to translate the word heartbreak really well by his devastated feeling with the lamenting piano notes and his dark vocal delivery, but he needs to well articulate the way he stresses and shouts to some particular words because I feel the desperateness and lamentation. But at some parts, he pushes it too hard so that it diverts from the emotional direction. So, in other words, this is just too much. He attempts to deliver the emotional, but when you push it too far, and you will lose it. You will find it less engaging. Okay. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, those are 20 tracks that were released between this week. Thank you for watching. Click the link to stream or buy the track, and hit the link to appreciate me, appreciating Indonesian artists and subs to get more of Indonesian album review or weekly review. And this is Alulas, selalu cintai musik-musik karya Indonesia and have a blessing day.